Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news with updates on Alpha 4.0, looking to go to wider PTU soon it looks like. The last part of the Save Stanton event is upon us, before 4.0 launches anyway, and they've confirmed 4.0 features, or at least some more of them that are definitely going to be in that patch, and there's been some new patches on the ePTU Wave 1 for 4.0 as well. We're going to be talking about that, and taking a quick look at Star Citizen's funding so far this year. Save Stanton, Phase 4. So on the current live build of the game, we've got Phase 4 of the Save Stanton dynamic event, which started on Wednesday the 27th of November. The recent attacks in Stanton have ignited a movement to clean out the criminal element in Pyro. Citizens for Prosperity is hoping for a peaceful solution, while the Frontier Fighters militant group wants it done by force. Both groups need a hand before they jump. Save Stanton Phase 4, there is resupply haul missions and supply run missions. So for the Frontier Fighters, the resupply haul missions basically have you going to grab stuff that they need, taking it to them. The supply run, rather than the resupply haul, that goes to the Citizens for Prosperity. And yeah, you're grabbing all that stuff that they need, mining, refining, whatever, take them their stuff. And I believe it's all to the Pyro Stanton jump point. So regardless of who you support, you'll need to complete 6 resupply or supply run missions before the end of the event to be considered completing that particular phase. You have until 4.0 launches to complete the 4 phases of that, to then get yourself some ship weapons, the Pyro laser repeaters. So those first 4 phases are considered Chapter 1 for this event, and Chapter 2 appears to be going live when 4.0 launches. The Save Stanton story will continue after 4.0 launches, and kind of part of this Phase 4, CIG say now's the time to choose your allegiance, as your choice will matter. Exclusive ship skins will be awarded to those who complete both parts of the story, alongside another unique reward for those who just complete the Pyro section. So you have rewards for Chapter 1, those ship weapons that we just mentioned. Also, Chapter 2, there's some reward, we don't exactly know what it is, and if you complete Chapters 1 and 2, you'll get some ship skins and potentially some other bits. Now, will these ship skins be focused on the side you choose? Potentially. That could be the same as the Chapter 2 rewards, right? It might be based on the side you choose. Also, it is a narrative event. I suspect the faction who gets the most resources and has the most players completing the missions for will get a bonus, or will sort of change the way that the Chapter 2 is going to be working. So yeah, if a load of people support the Citizens for Prosperity, bam, they're going to take charge in the start of Chapter 2. That would be my expectation. Try to get involved with this event though, because it is a one and done thing, literally as the part of the opening of Pyro up with Alpha 4.0. We do not have a hard date confirmed for 4.0's live release. CIG are still targeting it for the end of the year, so expect it mid-December onwards. I mean, it possibly could be pushed until early next year if things happen, if it's not ready or whatever. Talking about things being ready and not ready, there was a roadmap update, basically just confirming some features for 4.0, saying these features have definitely made the cutoff point. They're definitely going to be in 4.0, and that's server meshing version 1, jump points, the Pyro planets and moons, so Pyro 1, Pyro 2, Monarchs, Pyro 3, Bloom, Pyro 4, which is technically a moon, and Pyro 5. And then you've got a load of the moons of Pyro 5, Ignis, Vatra, Adir, Pharaoh, Fugo, and Ver. And, how could I forget, Planet 6 of Pyro, Terminus. They also confirmed Pyro space stations being in there, Fauna with the Quasi-Grazer, and the new colonialism outposts. We've had a couple of Alpha 4.0 patches from the 26th of November and the 28th of November. The one on the 26th had tons of new polish and performance updates, also updated the point defense cannons, and they're sort of what they target. So they now target and defend the ship from anything that attacks it. So that's small ships, large ships, not just fighters now, but they'll also shoot down incoming missiles and torpedoes that are locked on and firing at them. This does also mean that they will automatically attack and shoot anyone that's above friendly fire threshold, including police and even the ship's owners or other party members. PDCs have literally no allegiance to anyone but the ship they are on. And I quite like that. They are sort of dumb AI that go, I operate within this parameter. On the 28th of November and the, at time of recording, most recent PTU patch for 4.0. There's even more polish and performance improvements. There's been a player injury polish as well. So they've increased injury value thresholds by 30% and reduced trigger probability for individual injuries. This is an immediate change until a proper longer-term balancing is conducted. A feedback thread will be available, and obviously they will evolve that. There's obviously loads of improvements they want to put in with Death of Spaceman and mortality and more medical stuff, which is going to be coming later. Also, Area 18 AI population and behavior has had an update, and they're implementing new NPC voice packs with many more wild lines and dialogue. The sort of universe should feel a bit more alive. Now, this patch looks like it's very close to going to a wider PTU, sort of Wave 2 PTU, potentially this weekend. CIG are going to be very keen to get this to as wide an audience as possible early December, and then try and push it out live by mid to late December. But that's going to be based on, can they get the sort of bugs solved? Can they get performance in a good state? Is the sort of 4.0 server meshing stuff actually in a good place, or is everything busted? At the very least, expect open PTU for the end of the year for everyone, but hopefully live. And I'm interested to know what you think in the comments below, but it's too hard to call it at the moment. It's definitely a possibility for either scenario. Something else I do want to talk about, CIG's funding, a bit lower than expected for November so far. So CIG are about roughly $10 million lower than they were this time last year on year. Though last year's funding made a record-breaking $117 million, so it's not too much of a worry. It's not awful, even if the project only made the $92 million that it's made so far this year, because it's still higher than the total in 2021, which is $86 million. I think something that's contributed to this as well is the lack of selling Squadron 42, especially when they had such a big focus on Squadron 42 at CitizenCon. It's just not available to buy at the moment. Something else that's going on here as well is obviously the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is not over yet. There's still a while left. It goes on until the 5th of December, so a lot of money could still be made then. I also think there's going to be a load of new bits and bobs, new ships, and a lot of hype coming out with 4.0. So if they have 4.0 coming out by the end of the year and a ship sale with that, some new ships like the Mirai Guardian, potentially some others, then that's sort of going to split funding for November, December, and you might have a load more funding than you'd normally have in December. One of the other things here is going on is that when you're comparing like 2022, Star Citizen made 113 million, 2023 made 117 million. These are exceptionally high years. So they were both record-breaking years at the time, the next highest then being the 86 million that was made in 2021. I do feel a bit more of the focus for marketing might be on Squadron 42, as in they're waiting for a big announcement and a release date for that. We do expect it at some point in 2026, Squadron 42. Some of the other interesting stuff as well. I thought that Star Citizen could still beat its 2023 totals in funding. Yeah, I do think it's possible. I was expecting 125 million by the end of the year compared to last year's 117 million. That does look less likely now that it will beat that. Also interested to see how much they make during the rest of the IAE, because Anvil Day, the sort of last main ship manufacturer that's sort of selling stuff, that could be pretty popular. But also, CIG are selling out on all of their sort of limited hull ships like the Idrises and Javelins. They're selling out almost instantly. So if they did want to raise a load more money, they could easily release a load more of these ships. So I think it's all within CIG's plans or within their sort of tolerance. They haven't been selling like the base building ships other than, you know, the Pioneer, but there are a load of other ones that they announced at like CitizenCon, which they're still not selling, not even on concept. And there's nothing really tangible and juicy concept-wise this year, either at the IAE Yet. Only a big, expensive capital ship, which is now flyable. I don't want a flyable ship that I can enjoy now. I want a future ship that I can live with hopes and dreams. But seriously, I do like some juicy concepts normally, and yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe there'll be something on Anvil Day. Anyway, really interested to know if you're enjoying the IAE. That is running until the 5th of December, I believe. And are you playing in the 4.0 EPTU? It's Wave 1 at the moment, but I'm sort of interested to know if anyone's having fun with that, and are you enjoying that stuff? Do you think it'll be out by the end of the year? Have you completed the Save Stanton event stuff up to Phase 4? Are you interested in that? You're going to be doing that a little bit later in December or something, because you can go back and play all the phases until 4.0 launches anyway. Is the current live build of the game too broken for you, or actually working pretty well now? Whatever your thoughts or questions, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you used your brain thoughts to think about getting a Tobii eye tracker for your eyes for Star Citizen? It gives you natively supported high-precision head and eye tracking in-game for unparalleled immersion. And they're on sale, 20% off at the moment until the 3rd of December. Use the links below to get that fabulous offer, or go to tobii.gg/BoredGamer. Welcome to the Intergalactic Nord Expo, where there's only one vehicle here, the vehicle for better internet security, accessibility, and privacy. I wish I could watch Netflix in Japan or Pyro or whatever. Boom! I can, and I'm so protected. It's not a concept. You can fly with nordvpn.com/BoredGamer today. And with NordVPN, you don't need any variants, but it is pay to win, because you need to buy it or get a subscription, and then you win. Use the links below to get massive discount. November is all about the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. We've partnered with the Star Citizen organization Lunar Wolves for a massive giveaway. Commenting on any of my videos during the month gets you a chance to win one of 4 ships: a Zeus MR, an Ares Ion, a Drake Corsair, and even a Cutlass Black. All courtesy of those beautiful Lunar Wolves. But wait, there's more. Sign up to the Lunar Wolves recruitment page, link down below, for a chance to win an RSI Polaris with lifetime insurance. They're recruiting. You might be looking for an org. I'll chuck some further information and terms and conditions and stuff in the video description as well. Don't forget to click on the join button under my videos. That goes a long way to help support the channel. Thank you so much to you that have already done that. Zin and I play a load of games after work and stuff, and we want to chuck those up for people that have gone the extra mile to support us, either on Patreon or via that join button. Just remember to like and subscribe as well. Comment, ask us some stuff. Thank you so much for everyone that supported the channel, whether it be for a day or for the last several years, a decade. Oh my God, we've been doing this for so long. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great November and Intergalactic Aerospace Expo.